Good morning, everybody. It is fairly cloudy and very humid this morning, and I'm just getting out. I'm planning on mostly hiking around for cottonmouths today just because we've had luck with them recently, and I know we'll at least find stuff. Right there is our first one. Look at that guy. That is a very good looking snake. But this is not even where I was planning on herping yet, so I'm pretty stoked that we've already found a cottonmouth. Let's go get a better look at this guy. He definitely appears to be hunting. He's flicking his tongue around, poking around this log. Doesn't even seem to notice I'm here yet. That is a much faster start to the day than I was expecting. Very, very nice. I am curious what this guy's looking for over here. He's definitely on the trail of something, the way he's flicking his tongue. This guy has some really nice, clean, silky coloration on him. I don't know if he's freshly shed or what, but look at that. Fantastic looking cotton. Definitely has had a fairly recent shed, even if it wasn't this morning. But we'll leave this one alone. Hopefully we'll see a couple more. Another thing worth noting with this guy is he's got a pretty serious series of scars there. Almost look like somebody maybe tried to have a whack at him, but he managed to get away, thankfully. This looks like where a turtle might have tried to lay eggs. I'm not sure. Well, I think we found our answer as to why that cottonmouth looks so freshly shed. It's because he shed this morning, I'm assuming. Look at that. Super, super fresh. Look at the head. Very, very cool to see such an intact cottonmouth shed. You can see it's very stained from all the mud that this guy surely sits in. There's a ridiculous amount of frogs around this little pond. Look at this little guy. That is a metamorph gray tree frog. Obviously plenty of food for the cottonmouths. So unlike the area we were looking for cottonmouths in the last episode, this general area is a place where they're quite common, and I've seen a lot of them. But this particular spot I've only been to once before, so I'm interested to see what we can turn up out here. There's a lot of potential for things cooler than cottonmouths too. Like this habitat right here is pretty good looking for king snakes and mud snakes, and they're both in this area, so you never know what we might turn up. Look at all the tracks in here. Look at this. This is crazy. This looks like turtle to me. Those just two little feet prints. But that right there looks like armadillo. I don't know. There's so much going on right here though. There's number 2. Way on the other side of this ditch. Well, there is cottonmouth number 2, making his way up under the bank. He swam down this thing for a little bit and then he just slurped up underneath that undercut. Well, there's number 3 already. Very, very quickly racked up 3 cottonmouths, and we're not even at the creek yet. The creek is over there still. And that's where I was expecting to see them, so really, really good start. All right, well, here's the main stem of the creek. This is where I was kind of expecting to see cottonmouths. So we're gonna walk this for a little bit. Definitely seems like the cottonmouths are more fond of the kind of shady backwaters of this creek right now, because I've been walking for a few more minutes and I have not seen anything. So we might end up back out in the floodplain. See if that's more productive again. It's a weird thing to find. I'm guessing that's like an RC rocket or something, or maybe one of those rockets that you actually put a little cartridge in and it explodes. There's a cottonmouth in that puddle out there. That is such a cool scene. This whole floodplain is slowly drying up, but he's in the one little puddle that's remaining, and I'm assuming there's plenty of food in there for him too. I'm gonna get a photo and then we'll get a closer look. So I'm pretty sure all these little tracks leading into this puddle are mud turtle, or some kind of turtle. I can't think of what else that would be. So cool. Oh, he's rattling his tail at me now. Where you going, dude? I'm like 99% sure these are little mud turtle tracks, but I guess they could be some sort of little mammal. There's not really much of a drag, so if it is a turtle, he's walking pretty high off the ground, so I really don't know. So there's that puddle where the last cottonmouth was. A bunch more of these tracks. And then right there in the next puddle, there's another cottonmouth. So I didn't notice this at first. There's number 5. And right there is number 6. So number 7 went in that hole right there, but I'm pretty sure this island right here is exactly what we were looking for. A possible gestation site where big gravid females are hanging out. Not positive that that's what's going on there, but she is very, very healthy. And then there's that guy down there. I don't know what this one's doing. It started in the hole and then it came back out. It looks like it's going to do the same thing again. And it might actually go in. Yep. Alright, we're going to leave this little area alone and hopefully we can come back here and see babies. If not this year, maybe in the future. So this is why those cottonmouths are kind of congregating around these drying pools. That is just a writhing mass of stranded fish and tadpoles. A buffet for a cottonmouth. Still have not seen a single turtle, despite all those turtle tracks we saw in that area where the last cottonmouths were. But I'm definitely happy with how it's gone. I am very excited to finally find an area with a couple of what I think are gravid female cottonmouths. So we'll definitely come check up on them in the future. But I'm gonna walk down the main stem of the creek a little bit more and just hope to see some turtles and maybe a cottonmouth or water snake over here. We shall see. And sure enough, right after I ended that clip, there is number 8 in that log jam. Super cool. This one seems a little bit chiller than the last couple. Maybe it's asleep. It's definitely got a good spot right here in the middle of this creek. The first time I came here, I only saw cottonmouths in the creek, so I was kind of expecting to see them around here today. But this has been the only one that was actually in the creek so far. The rest were out in the floodplain. Well, there he goes. Into the, I don't think he's gone into the creek yet. He's just in the brush pile. There's number 9. Doing the same thing as number 8. These guys are so flighty today. It is really warm out here. Alright, number 10's got to be around here somewhere. Hopefully we can turn up one more at least and get to double digits. That'd be cool. Alright, if number 10 isn't in this stuff, I don't know if we're going to be finding 10 because it's getting hot. Clouds are still holding, but I can feel myself getting a sunburn because the UV is so intense. But hopefully there will be one more right in here somewhere. This section of the creek is just beautiful. Still have not found number 10 yet, but it's just a pleasant place to be out walking around right now, despite how humid it is. Well, it's not a cottonmouth, but there is our 10th snake. That is a really pretty brown water snake. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch him. I just checked and the water right here is about neck deep, so I'm not going to be able to get to that guy without soaking myself thoroughly. So we'll just leave him right there. But that's our 10th snake. Alright guys, well it's definitely too hot at this point. I don't think that 10th cottonmouth is going to happen, but we did get 10 snakes today, and that I'm pretty happy about. Definitely one of the better days of looking for cottonmouths in Metro Atlanta that I've had. So I'll take it, especially for late July. This time of year can be ridiculous and not in a good way. But it has been pretty good over the last couple weeks, so I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I'm going to call today here, and I'll probably wrap up this episode with some night cruising maybe tomorrow or the next night. So I'll see you guys then. Good evening, everyone. It's the next day. I've been occupied helping somebody out for most of the day with setting up tent on their property, but it is now the evening, and it rained a little bit today, which is a good thing, I think, because it has dried out since, and we definitely need the rain. So hopefully that'll be a good thing tonight rather than a bad thing, since it has largely dried out. But we're going to be doing some night cruising in an area I have never cruised before, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm going to get to it as soon as it gets dark, and hopefully we'll find some stuff. I'm going to walk around for a little bit before dark, though, and maybe we'll see something out crawling around. All right, it's starting to get dark, so I'm making my way back to the car, but I did just spot this guy. Figured I would show him to you, if my camera will not blow him out completely. Nice looking Luna moth. Always nice to see these guys. All right, pretty quick start after dark. That's a beautiful little copperhead. Look at him. Very nice. First snake I have cruised on this road. Hopefully there will be more to come. We'll get him out of the road. There is no way. Holy crap. Oh my God. That's my first North Georgia Scarlet King I have ever road cruised. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Look at him. Oh, I'm in disbelief. It's only the second snake of the night. Oh my God, that is so unbelievably cool. Oh my goodness, I had a good feeling that midday rain was gonna bring some stuff out. Because it was like, whenever we get rain right before dark, it's never a good thing. But when we get rain in the middle of the day, and it has time to dry out a little bit, you can see the road is completely dry. That is usually a pretty good thing. And sure enough, there's the fruits. That is unreal. Let me get some photos real quick. Alright, well I just got some photos of this guy, and while I was sitting there in the dark taking pictures, a guy walked out of the woods and was like, "How are you?" So I drove down the road a little bit. But that is exactly what I was hoping I'd see tonight. I didn't really think it would happen, obviously, because I've never cruised this species in North Georgia before, but I have found them at this spot under rocks, so to actually cruise one here is fantastically cool. On the first time I ever tried, too. The area in Georgia where I actually have found the most of these, I have never been able to cruise one. But I come out here, where I've only found a couple ever, and I found one on the first try. I don't know what kind of sense that makes, but herping is weird like that sometimes, so we're gonna let this guy go. All right, buddy. Put him on this dead tree, since they seem to like those, and sure enough, he is going down into it. So sick. I'm not usually a very easily spooked person, but when a dude comes up to you in the middle of the night with no flashlight in a pretty remote area and just says, "How are you?" real quietly, it definitely freaked me out a little bit. I don't know if the guy was just trying to scope me out and see what I was doing or what, but I was definitely not a fan of that. So sorry if I didn't get much video of the Scarlet King. I kind of wanted to get back in my car at that point. So really awesome encounter though. I'm glad that happened, and I'm glad that guy didn't try to kidnap me. It's entirely possible that he is actually just camping around here or something, but just walking around without a flashlight is not only a weird thing to do, but it's not a smart thing to do either, given, you know, venomous snakes. I'm not gonna lie though, if you told me I was gonna find 2 snakes tonight and one of them would be a Scarlet King, I would not believe you. I've spent many nights road cruising in much better conditions, or at least what I would think are much better conditions, in areas that I think have more Scarlet Kings than here, without any luck. So I don't know if it's just weird luck, or if this is actually a much better spot than I thought, but I'm stoked about it either way. So I'm gonna do a couple more passes and then maybe call it a night if I don't see anything in the next hour or so. All right, everyone. Well, I'm most of the way home at this point and have not seen any more snakes. Really, really weird to see 2 snakes, one of which was the big, like probably the coolest thing we could have found. But yeah, it's been a really good couple of days. We saw a lot of cottonmouths at the beginning of the episode, and we're gonna end it with some quality. So I am gonna wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.